Black Adam from 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the next movie reaction coming at you guys on the channel here today. Not just the next movie reaction, but the next DC movie reaction. More specifically, man, Black Adam, The Rock just recently came out, and I had to check it out, man. Now, I will say, I know that The Rock is no longer, with DC, so to speak. This character, I don't know if it's the character itself or if it's just The Rock or what. From what I understand, after Henry Cavill got fired from DC playing the part of Superman, The Rock, I don't know if he quit or there was a dispute or what, but he is no longer part of this universe, which, it's a short-lived thing, but I figured we would still check out Black Adam, man. I've enjoyed the DC universe recently for the most part. I think the last thing on the channel that I reacted to from DC was Justice League, the Snyder Cut. I have seen pretty much all the DC films, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, things like that. Still waiting for Aquaman 2. I don't know what happened with that. But regardless, I'm here for this and I'm excited for it. Shazam was great. The Rock, I know he put a lot of time and kind of energy into this. I've seen him posting about it all the time. I haven't seen any trailers for it. I've seen some good audience reviews. I haven't seen that many good critic reviews, but again, you guys know with these movies, I like to go in open-minded, and I also like to go in with kind of a blank slate, which is why I haven't watched any trailers for it. But regardless, guys, I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. So I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this movie. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this movie. Let's see what we got, man. I don't even know if, from some of the pictures I had seen, it kind of almost looks like Black Adam's supposed to be like a villain type character. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be like an anti-hero style. But I'm excited for it. I haven't read any comics. I've never looked into this character or anything like that. So going in is about as blank slated as you can. It's cool to see the intro though, man. I do want to go back and watch some of the DC films. I know the DC universe in and of itself hasn't been in the best position, but
there was Kandak, the first self-governing people on Earth. Kandak was a center of power and enlightenment. Acton became a tyrant, but he had even darker ambitions.
It's a nice transition.
If infused with the powers of the 6 demons of the ancient world, it would make Acton invincible. To make the crown, he needed Eternium, a rare mineral of magic properties found only in Kandak.
Everybody wanted from him probably to be the one to take it to him. They probably think they're gonna get rewarded for taking it to the king, huh?
Kandak was teetering on the brink. What they needed was a hero.
Yep. The one that enslaved you is your real enemy, not each other. You ain't gonna get what you owed. You gonna get killed or beat. Yep. Saw that coming, man. Some shit, man.
Even when all hope seems lost.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. It's all about that mind control. Look at the numbers they have. You know what I mean? The numbers they have over everybody else. Over the king and stuff. They could overthrow him, but the problem is getting everybody to band together for...
But the crown had already been completed. And when the champion arrived at the palace to challenge him, King Acton summoned its demonic power.
Destroyed the place.
Hey, amigo, let me see your hands.
Super strength, figured that. Electrocution. Oh my god. Bro, that is dark. Bro, is this rated R? Oh my god. That was badass. Dude, this is so dope. Yeah, keep shooting. I'm sure, you know. Oh my gosh, it'll just take time. Dude, the effects look so good. Bro. She gonna go for the crown?
Send everything you got.
Bro, you can send everything you got. It don't matter. Look at this. Dude, this scene is amazing. Dude, is he gonna put the crown on? Oh shoot, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, dude! He just threw him into an RPG! Wow, man. Yeah, roll up the windows, Oh, is that gonna do damage to him? Since it was Eternium, they somehow weaponized it. Did that actually hurt him? Yeah, that actually hurt him. Not bad, but it definitely did. So he does have a weakness. Is Eternium kind of like his kryptonite? I think so, huh? Wow, man, that was a hell of an opening sequence.
God willing, we won't see him again.
What'd you say? Oh, wow. Yeah, that hurt him then, huh? Yeah, that's kind of like his kryptonite.
What do you do? Don't touch him, he's made of lightning.
Good point. You get him, you're the electrician.
Doesn't work like that.
Move.
I'm on, by the way.
I didn't ask for your name.
You're Ted Adam, right? Everyone in Kandak knows your story. So you can really fly and stop bullets, because that's really crucial in my plan. And is it really you stopping the bullets, or is it the suit? Wait, what's your top speed? I'm sure you're fast, but how fast? Like flash fast?
He's like, what is this?
Did you really not have mirrors back then?
5,000 years.
Yeah, that's how long you were in the tomb, until my mom woke you up. So you've got stopping bullets, check, flying, check, and lightning thing, that's a big check.
But since they've weaponized Eternium, he can actually be hurt.
Then my home is gone.
Yep. I mean, 5,000 years, that's an insane amount of time. Think about the average life of a human, right? Is he gonna get there in time? Bro, if he doesn't get there in time, this is gonna be pretty dark. Oh, I was gonna say, dude, if he didn't get there in time, it would be pretty dark. Oh no, bro. He's gonna go crazy again. Yeah, dude, he's gonna go crazy again, man. The effects are great, dude. I absolutely love it, man. Now we're gonna have to fight this superpower, though.
Found the crown, but it's not alone.
Oh, he has it. But he's dead, right?
Harut was the true champion of Kandak.
Oh, him. The boy?
And he was also my son.
Oh. He looked nothing like him at first. Wow. Wow. You can tell they used CGI to make him look smaller and younger there, right?
But I wasn't strong enough.
So his son was the one who got the power, so how did he end up doing it, getting it?
But after the champion's many victories, the king went after what Harut loved the most. Our family.
Did he gave him his powers?
Mutili Sate Shazam.
So what was his son just killed there essentially, or was his son kind of absorbed into him?
Instead of saving Kandak, Harut chose to save
Ooh.
me.
Okay, so his son is still there. He just doesn't have powers anymore. Wow. Right after it happened too.
But he couldn't save himself. But a curse. Born out of rage.
Kind of like the dark side.
Shazam. Tunekikana. Kalatina. Lamava.
Yeah, you can tell they definitely did some CGI and stuff to make him look different there, make him look younger, make him look smaller too. I wonder if they had an actual person that was smaller but looked similar to him and then CGI'd his face onto him, or if they somehow CGI'd and made him look smaller. You know what I mean? I'm assuming they had someone else that looked similar to him body-wise, except smaller, and then CGI'd his face onto him, kind of.
I have no fear of death.
That's precisely why I didn't tell you. The world needs the Justice Society. The world needs you.
But you can't choose who lives and dies. It's fate, right?
I remember seeing my first airplane. It was an RAF deployment, headed to the Western Front. Everyone on my street came out to see them off. But I didn't cheer. Even though I was only a boy. I knew where they were headed. And what awaited them.
Pain and death.
I'm still a sentimental fool. And I don't want my friend to die.
I mean, I'd be a little bit scared.
But that's not what the inscription says.
Right.
Death is the only path to life, which means he wanted to end up dying, right? Because he needed to get the powers. That's what he wanted. Because I was wondering, like, why would you let the shield down if you wanted to kill him and you had the crown? You know what I mean? And then he purposely let the shield down.
And he believed the champion's magic would send him to the Rock of Finality.
It did.
Life is the path to death.
Your death is a path to life.
Dude, imagine seeing that. I'd be like, what the hell is going on?
Now we have ours.
Oh my gosh.
Take the throne of Kandak.
Sabak.
Ooh. Just like he has to say Shazam, all he has to do is say Sabak. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He looks like a demon, right? Now he is going to be a problem. Oh no.
No. What are you doing?
Giving us a third option.
It's supposed to be me.
I didn't tell you my whole vision, old friend. It has been an extraordinary life. But
Wow.
always with one foot in the future. Carter, for the first time in 100 years, when I look ahead,
I don't know what's going to happen.
I see nothing.
Oh.
And it's beautiful.
Wait, Ken.
Goodbye,
Ken!
my dear friend.
Ken!
What's his plan, man? Just to go in here and die to him? Or to like slow him down? Like Kent is probably the strongest out of everybody in the group, but I mean, I don't even think he's strong enough to beat him.
Defender against darkness and chaos. But even my powers cannot defeat you.
Don't tell him that.
There's no one that can defeat me.
Ooh, these cuts are cool.
There is one. Sir Adam, I know you can hear me. The battle your son was meant to fight is upon us. Now you are the only one who can defeat the demon champion.
Oh, is he opening his shit? Dude, see, he's putting up a good fight. Kent, like, he is strong, man. Oh, this must be it for him, huh? Oh my god, bro. My man is out here gonna get hypothermia. Yep. I mean, it's what he wanted, right? He said it was his time. So I wonder what happens with the helmet too. Like if somebody else picks that up and uses that, if the helmet deems them worthy, right? Because that's what he's saying. Only the helmet will only let certain people be good with it. Oh shit! Yeah. One blast just like that. He probably took all three of them out, man.
Shazam.
Yeah! Bro, anybody around there is like, oh god, he got out. We know what that was. Not the statue, man. The soundtrack's been pretty good for this movie too, man. I like it. Ooh, that slow-mo up close punch. Clean.
Beat his ass. Let the fate
No.
of Kandak be
Kill him.
decided by the true battle of champions.
Let's end this.
This is what the fight was supposed to be back in the day, kinda, huh? I figured he'd get his ass beat a little bit, man.
But he is.
Ooh, yep. Working together. Ooh, does he still end up dying?
You cannot stand against me.
This is what we saw in the vision, kinda, no? Oh, did he put his helmet on? He did. Okay. So he has Kent's powers now, essentially, just from holding the helmet.
You can control it.
Trying to help him be able to channel his power and control it instead of letting it control him. Focus it all on him instead of letting it just all out, right?
Tell him the man in black sent you.
There it is. He finally got it right. Oh my gosh. Fatality. Jesus, man. Learn to work together. I mean, now that Kent's gone, you kind of need another person on your team.
See you around, old friend.
Oh, so that goes too then, huh? I thought he was going to kind of take it and maybe inherit his powers as well.
Think you can keep him out of trouble?
As long as no one comes looking for it.
Fair enough. The kind of justice you dish out can darken your soul.
It's his darkness that lets him do what heroes like you cannot.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I thought we made a pretty good team back there. Just saying.
We made a great team.
Maybe we can.
Don't push it.
Maybe we could team up again sometime. No. He's like, you held up a statue. That was about it. Hey, this feels kind of nice. Got to get that king sit going. Yeah. That's what I thought he was going to say, man. Because he doesn't want to rule his people, man. He wants his people to be free. That's the whole thing, right? He doesn't want to be another ruler.
So what should we call you?
There it is. Cue the logo, man. Oh, I'm assuming we're gonna have some after credits and whatnot in this, bro. But I'll talk and get my discussion going while I have these credits playing in the background, right? Black Adam from 2022 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I thought it was good. I really did. Like, I don't know. So again, I got to look more into it. I've heard a couple of things here and there. I've heard some back and forth. I don't want to put out, you know, false information. So don't quote me word for word on what I say here. I don't know if what happened with The Rock and, you know, DC, if they kind of let him go or if it was more so him quitting. Because from what I heard is he wanted to work with Henry Cavill, right? And then when they fired Henry Cavill and from playing Superman, that's when The Rock kind of dipped out too. Because prior to that, he was pushing this movie a lot. He's like, you know, we spent a lot of time on the movie, everything like that. And he seemed to promote it a lot. Like I saw him promoting it a ton. And then once it dropped on streaming services or once they fired Henry Cavill right around then, like he unfollowed them and stuff like that, stopped talking about it. And then he had put out a post. He had put out a post explaining what had happened. I just don't remember exactly what it had said word for word, but it kind of sucks. I don't know if this means that Black Adam is just completely gone from this universe and not coming back. I don't know if he's going to be recasted and come back in the future or what, but I enjoyed it. Not only did I enjoy, you know, the movie itself, but the character seemed super dope, you know? Shazam was a good movie, and I'm assuming their kind of ultimate plan was maybe to bring them all together at some point, right? You know, we had the Superman kind of cameo, so to speak, at the end of Shazam. And then in this, you know, it's obviously directly connected to Shazam and stuff like that. So I can kind of see The Rock's idea of working with Henry Cavill in the future, being as he was playing Superman and stuff. But I don't know what DC plans to do. Like, Henry Cavill was a good Superman. Like, I feel like he played the role really good. I feel like a lot of people liked him and things like that. So I don't know if it was scheduling issues, payment issues, or what kind of went down for them to let him go from, you know, the DC universe, so to speak, or what direction they plan to go in. Again, I don't really look a ton of stuff up on like movies and things like that because I don't like to get spoiled for anything. I don't like to see like rumors or leaks or anything like that for movies and stuff coming out. I like to just kind of have it be what it is. Ooh, after credit. I like for it to kind of just be what it is, you know, and just be surprised by everything.
Okay, Black Adam. My name is Amanda Waller. Congratulations, you have my attention. You don't want to stay in my prison, that's fine. Kandak is your prison now. You step one foot outside of it, you will not live to regret it. I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet.
Superman?
Send them all.
As you wish.
Bro, are we gonna get a cameo to see who she's talking about, maybe?
It's been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous.
It is!
Black Adam.
Wow.
Talk.
Speak of the devil, am I right? Was I not just like, come on, man? Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll keep it going just in case there's a double after credit scene, right? But like, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted to work with Henry Cavill. I don't know, you know, if it's kind of a career-long thing or what, but it would have been dope to see them do a film together, you know, Black Adam and him working together, having things go good and whatnot, you know, kind of fighting together. Like Black Adam, again, I'm watching Daredevil right now, right? And obviously I'm in season 2. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but you know, the Punisher's involved in that. And the Punisher in Daredevil, you know, similar but different, right? Daredevil doesn't kill. Punisher, he's coming for your soul, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's cool to see them two work together. And the Punisher is more like an anti-hero. Even in this, I don't necessarily consider Black Adam an anti-hero, really, because I mean, he's a hero for his people, right? Again, it's like they said during the movie, why is he not a hero for you? Because, you know, when she was talking to, I think Adriana had said the line to Hawkman, to Carter, you know, she was like, why is he not a hero? Just because he's not kind of fighting for what you believe in or on your side or defending you. Like, he's our hero. Like, you guys weren't here these entire 20 years that these people have come and invaded our homes, you know, and in taking over our lands. Like, where were you then? It's like, now we have our own hero and you got a problem with it because he's strong and he can take you guys down. You guys can't tell him what to do. You know what I mean? It's somebody to come save us. But I didn't expect the kind of twist for Harut to be his son, and he was the one in the flashback, right? He was the kid. I thought it was just The Rock the entire time that was the kid, but it turns out he was his dad, man. You know, and that's so sad to see how he died, and you know, it explains why he was filled with so much rage and ended up killing the king. I'm assuming the king was trying to do exactly what Ishmael essentially did now, but he didn't get a chance to touch the crown, right? Because the king had never come in contact with the crown in the flashback, I don't think. They were carrying it to him, but he never came in contact with it. So that's why he wasn't brought back to life, maybe, because obviously in this, Ishmael was putting the crown on when he died. And it's funny because when that happened, I was like, why would they set the shield down if he was shooting him? I was like, that was kind of weird, just kind of convenient for plot, right? But then they went back and addressed it, and it's like, okay, he wanted to die, and that's why he did that. He figured Black Adam would kill him, and his magic is what would trigger it and everything, since he was in contact with the crown and essentially was wearing it, you know. But it's kind of cool to see this type of a hero. You know what I mean? He's definitely more violent. I don't think. Let me double check too, because I'm pretty sure this is rated PG-13. I wasn't expecting it to be this kind of this violent for the most part. I guess more so on the opening scene. Yeah, this is PG-13. I mean, I guess there wasn't a ton of blood. We were seeing like skeletons and stuff and a little bit like that, but there wasn't a ton of blood involved. So I guess maybe that's why. But that opening scene when he came out of his prison, right, not his tomb, was really surprising to see. Just the violence of it, man. I wasn't expecting that going into this. I don't know, like with DC movies, I mean, I guess even for DC movies, there isn't a ton of violence normally. Like, this is probably the most violent one. You know, normally it's not this crazy, so to speak. You know, even for Marvel, like Marvel obviously is a lot more laid back and stuff. It's Disney and things like that. They don't show a ton of blood or like skeletons and stuff like these guys do. I mean, they have their moments, but not to this degree. Like, this is probably the most violent DC movie that I've seen so far. I mean, DC has had some dark moments, but as far as like effects and stuff, man, and talking about effects, I think the effects for this movie looked great, dude. The fighting, the visuals, the flying just felt like any other DC movie, you know, Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman and stuff. The way they look in that, it felt just like that, which isn't a bad thing because I personally like the way it looks. But just the effects during the fight scenes, him throwing people, the lightning he was using, like his kind of super speed, which I'm still not like, it was similar to the Eternium bikes, right? Like the way they were powered, it was almost like he was teleporting at times. Sometimes he was just moving fast. Other times it did seem like he was more like teleporting, which was kind of, you know, interesting to see because obviously the bikes did that a couple of times too, where they went through something. And obviously that was the Eternium kind of powering them, you know, but man, great movie. Like I said, I am sad that it seems like this is kind of the end of the road for it. I mean, I don't know what's next for DC. The only other thing I know that DC kind of has in the works, and I don't even know if this is going to come out, but Aquaman 2, like, bro, I remember back when the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case was going on. A lot of people were talking about it. I thought back then it was almost done and ready to come out. And obviously everything going on with Amber Heard and stuff, I don't know if that delayed it, if them trying to get her off the film delayed it or what. But Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, December 25th, 2023 is when it's set to come out. Really? It was originally set for December 16th, 2022 before its date was pushed back to March 2023 to allow time for VFX to be finished, and then it got pushed back even further. Aquaman 2, Emilia Clarke replaces Amber Heard. Really? I saw people talking about that, but I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing that was going to happen or if it ever got confirmed, but I guess she did. Okay, regardless, I mean, it still has to do with this movie because DC Universe and whatnot, which I watched Aquaman, the first one, off camera, so obviously you guys won't see a reaction to that, but I watched it off camera years ago, and I enjoyed it, so I am excited for that, and I do plan to react to that when it does come out. But regardless, man, the DC Universe, they've had a couple of good ones, but I mean, I still feel like they've just been on such a rocky thing over the past number of years, man. So many, like, just like in comparison to Marvel, man, Marvel was at the fucking top, killing it, you know, during the Infinity Saga, right? All those movies coming out, everyone was like, oh, DC is nowhere near this, yada, yada, yada. Snyder Cut came out. We were like, okay, can we see some more stuff like this from DC? You know what I mean? We had our ray of hope. And then we have this come out. This was great too. But again, like, I mean, how much did it push the DC Universe forward and whatnot, being as he's kind of gone from it now? I mean, I guess we do have the introduction of the Justice Society. I'm assuming they're characters from the comics and whatnot. I've never heard of them before, but I'm also not a comic book reader. But I mean, honestly, in my opinion, Marvel's not in a good state. Like, now it's DC's time for the taking, man. Like, we don't necessarily need quantity, we need quality, bro. And I think that showed with Marvel. Like, they've dropped a lot of stuff in the past. Ever since the Infinity Saga ended, they've dropped a lot of stuff. And I think it's safe to say most people have not been overall pleased with it in comparison to before. And I know change is hard, but I feel like they're just trying to do too much, you know? And I know there's always been a big back and forth between Marvel and DC. And I just feel like now, with where Marvel's at, I don't know what DC has planned. I don't know what Warner Brothers is doing, but there's an opportunity here, man. Regardless, Black Adam 2022 is in the books. I enjoyed it. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I think the fight scenes were great. I think the music was great. And I think the acting was really good too. There was a couple of moments with dialogue or acting where I was like, eh. I also feel like for the most part, Atom Smasher was kind of useless. Like, I know in the starting fight scene, he kind of took out Black Adam for a second. But other than that, I feel like he was kind of useless. He held up a statue. You know what I mean? He, during the chase scene when they were searching for a Mon, he kind of just went big in the middle of the city and ended up just saving the cars that he would have caused to crash, kind of, you know, from the bike shooting at him. Like, I feel like he was kind of useless throughout the movie. Kent was badass and super cool to see. Hawkman, first half of the movie, dude was pissing me off, just constantly trying to fight Black Adam, because it's like, bro, you are not going to win. You guys lost 4v1. You really think there's a single chance you can beat him one-on-one, which is why Kent was sitting out the entire time too. Also probably because he saw the future that, you know, he was going to end up being good and could save them. But other than that, Maxine, she was dope. She's, you know, the fact that she can control wind is pretty cool. I want to dive more into that and into things she can do. I feel like she, you know, she had her moments during this movie, but I feel like there's so much more she could do with her powers. So it'll be interesting to see what DC does going forward. I'm sure they do have plans, and I'm sure, you know, there's plans out there that you guys have read about and whatnot. You can let me know in the comment section down below. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section. As always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel? I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Shout out to you guys for the support. Much appreciated. If you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon. You get early access to stuff 2-3 weeks in advance to YouTube, as well as full-length reactions. The link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.